Sloan from the Discord challenged me to build a control deck using only cards that will be rotating. So only G-Block cards, no exceptions except for basic energy. Challenge accepted.
Control players denied.
Hey Control Nation, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Dr. Red. And yes, for this challenge we're using cards only on the G-Block. A bit more challenging than you might think because of all the support we lose in the trainers. You'll see what I mean here in a second. This Mimikyu with the Safeguard ability puts in a lot of work. Prevent all damage done on this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon EX, and Ghost Eye puts 7 damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon. We're going to pair it with debatably the best Pokemon on the G-Block, Pidgeot EX with Quick Search. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a card and put it into your hand. To get the wall theme going on, we're going to pair it with Noivern EX, Covert Flight for 70 base damage and 2 colorless energy. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done on this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon. So if you're facing Armarouge Box, or Iron Hands, Miraidon, something like that, this card is OP. We're also going to include Sandshrew with Sandscreen ability, just because this card doesn't get much love anymore. Trainer cards in your opponent's discard pile can be put into their deck by an effect of your opponent's item or supporter cards, so it's basically the anti-Pal Pad card. We're also going to pair with a 2-2 line of Natu Xatu, Clairvoyant Sense. Once during your turn, attach a basic Psychic Energy from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon and then draw 2. And we're going to do a 1-1 line of Liepard with the Dishonest Swap attack for 1 Darkness Energy. Move all damage counters from one of your bench Pokemon to your opponent's active. This card comes in surprisingly well. Whenever your opponent wants to Gust KO Pidgeot, but they need to do a 2-shot on the 280 HP, just retreat it out, use Liepard, transfer the damage on your opponent's Pokemon, and Pidgeot is freshly healed. You can also do the same for Noivern. The 4-4 line of Psychic and Darkness Energy works surprisingly well. I wouldn't change that at all. Otherwise, I kind of treat it like a Pidgeot deck with a lot of 1-ofs. Because we don't have Buddy PAF in, we have to use something like Clavell. Search your deck for up to 3 basic Pokemon with 120 HP or less, reveal to put them into your hand, and shuffle your deck. Otherwise, you have to use Nest Ball. We have 1 copy of it here. I also include 1 copy of Energy Search, and we have 1 copy of Earthen Vessel, 2 copies of Counter Catcher, and I include a copy of Pal Pad and 2 copies of Boss. Recycling your Boss for Pidgeot is really, really good with this deck. If your opponent wants to put 70 HP Pokemon and below, just Boss them, KO them with Ghost Eye for Mimikyu. You might think you don't need Xatu, but even though there's only 4 Psychic Energy, that comes in handy a lot. You can pivot into Pidgeot, find a Mimikyu off of Clavell, or use Super Rod, and then use Pidgeot to find it, and then you'll have a Darkness Energy in hand, and then you can use Earthen Vessel maybe to get your other Psychic Energy or Energy Search, what have you, and then just go find it. 1 copy, and then attach, of course, charge it up in 1 turn. Pokégear, 1 copy. Beach Court gets some love here, so we can easily retreat Mimikyu and not lose any energy. The retreat cost of each basic Pokemon in play is 1 colorless less. Pretty much, you're just going to play around whatever your opponent gives you. We have 1 Professor's Research, 1 Judge, 1 Jacq, and 4 copies of Iono for our unofficial draw engine. Works decently well. I think the second matchup in this video is a bit more exciting against Zoroark, but I'll let you decide. I want to say thank you to the Arborists, the channel members, for supporting me and being able to give you all this content. Thank you so very much, everyone, for your support in the channel. It means the world to me. And thank you to all the Discord members who keep talking to each other, prepping for regionals, and sharing all your quirky deck builds. And thank you for your challenges. If you want to challenge me, go check out the Dr. Red challenge in the Discord, where you can list your challenges for me. Maybe it'll be a video. So, thanks for listening, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the content, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace. Okay, I think we're facing Charizard because of the fire energy during the mulligans, and they attach to Mew. Okay. Artazon, that's great. We can go get Pidgey. Or a Purrloin if we want. Mimikyu is nice. Okay, we'll bench Mimikyu. Not to. We will go ahead and find. Let me see here. Let's get Pidgey to start. Yep. Okay, let's see what we got. We have 1 Boss in the deck. Go ahead and attach to Noibat. We'll Nest Ball. And double check. Yeah, let's get Purrloin. I like the energy. I like the Iono. I think we'll just pass. We'll just wait. Other than Mew, we have Mimikyu, so as long as they're not copying, we can just wait them out with all the EXs. Although we have to make sure that they evolve beyond Charmeleon. They play Arven. Let me guess. Is it Rare Candy for Charizard? Is it an Ultra Ball? Rare Candy Max Belt. Okay. In which case, Noibat would go away. They're going to Artazon for a Pidgey. Yeah, there's the Rare Candy Zard. Infernal Rain. I'm guessing they're just going to come up and swing at the Noibat. Oh, they're going to attach to Mew? Really? Max Belt on Zard. Alright, they're going to Gust. Okay. Well, I could force them to retreat if I can find... Oh, wow. If I can find Noivern. Okay, well, let's see if we can do it. Let's attach to Noibat. Evolve into Liepard. Can I get Arven? No. Okay, alright. We're still in it. We got Rare Candy Pidgeot. Let's go, baby. Xatu. We're going to go ahead. Get Noivern off the Pidgeot. And let's use Covert Flight so that Mew, if Mew uses genome hacking, it can't hurt us. Covert Flight during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon. So all they have to do is that they have to, yeah, exactly, retreat attached to Charizard, but at least it took Mew out of the equation. They got Rare Candy Pidgeot. Okay, so I haven't taken any prizes, so Charizard's going to hit us for 180 plus 50. Sorry, yeah, 180 plus 50, which is 230. Yeah, and we already have 40 on. Wow. That little genome hacking did a lot. Okay, so our play is whether they take out Noivern or not, we're gonna Pidgeot for Vessel, get rid of Noibat. We pivot in Pidgeot and then get one of each energy. Xatu to attach to Mimikyu, attach return. With the Darkness energy, hit Charizard. If they hard retreat, they lose their energy. Mew can come up and KO us. But it's a chance we have to take. It's a chance we gotta take. They're gonna they're gonna genome hack. No, they're gonna genome hack. Oh, they don't see it. Okay, it's fine with me. And we're not a basic Pokemon, so did they use Covert Flight? Dominating Echo. Can't play special energy or stadium cards. That's fine. We don't need it. There's Vessel. Alright, Bat. We don't need him. Okay, we'll do this. We'll Xatu. Onto Mimikyu. And we'll attach. Let's put Vest on Mimikyu just for fun. Do I want a Pal Pad? I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want this hand. Yeah, I'm just gonna Pal Pad in Iono. I don't want to waste it because I want to get a new hand with research. And then Will Dominating Echo in return for the KO. Boston Super Rod is lovely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I put 6 prizes on the board. That's bad. But if they only have so many bosses, etc., Mimikyu can just win everything. So I took 2 prizes plus 50, so it'd be 30, 60, 50 is 110. So he is going to one-shot Pidgeot, unfortunately. They're going to Ultra Ball away Rod and a Fire Energy for Charmander. We could boss that up. Get rid of it right away. Guess they're thinking of Charmeleon to KO Mimikyu. Just nullify it right there. The Artazon a Relor. Okay, I'm not hitting the bench, so it doesn't matter. We're in Darkness with 290. All right. Arven. Okay. Get the other boss. We have 2 bosses in hand that way. Get rid of Charmander. We got Devo. That is huge. So now we hit Charizard. We can Gust hit Pidgeot and then Devo them. They're going to Artazon for Charmander. Charmander! Shout out if you know what game that's from. And I don't mean red, blue, yellow. They're going to Quick Search. Okay. Attach an energy to Charmander. Charmeleon with Flare Veil does 50 damage. They get rid of Orb and Rare Candy, I'm guessing for Charmeleon. Another Charmander, that's fine. Burning Darkness doesn't do anything. Alright, so let's see what we're going to do here. 2 energy. Let's go Artazon. We don't have another one. Okay. think so, but I thought I'd check. Let's check our deck. Do I actually want anything? Go ahead and look at quick search. Let's get an energy on. I don't think we're gonna. I mean, better. I'd rather have it on Liepard than not, just to be safe. Yeah. All right. We're just gonna go ahead and ghost. All right. So Charizard is ready to be devoed. I mean, if we Devo him, yeah, see, Charmander, and then he just gets, but see, then he gets Charizard right back, and that's good for us. Because then, like, he's gonna want to evolve him, then we can get Mimikyu back with Super Rod plus Artazon or Pidgeot, so there's that. Looks like they're going to go for Pidgeot. Yep, we thought that was coming. So if we gust up Pidgeot, he could retreat into Charmeleon. Let's save the boss's orders. We're behind on prizes, so we're taking 40 less damage. So he's only going to be able to do 10 to us. The unfortunate part is that effective attacks don't work, so it's not like we can retreat Mimikyu into Liepard and just transfer the energy over. We could do Slash twice on Charmeleon, though. I looked away for a second. Super Rod and Defiance Band. They're going to quick search. So basically we Devo, and then we can Gust KO something, even with Liepard or Mimikyu, like say Cleffa. I put Defiance Band on Charmeleon. As a matter of fact, we could Gust KO the Cleffa now and then Devo. Because we have to bring Liepard in anyway. Yep. I think that's what we're going to do. Boss up. This guy. Use Clairvoyant Sense on Liepard. Noivern plus Mew. Alright, let's go and get rid of Charmander. I know that's bad. Artazon. We can use Artazon to shake it up, though. See if we can get an Arven later on. Okay, they pushed Charmeleon. We're tied now. Band is not in effect, but they could do 50 to us, but that's okay. They're going to Super Rod back in what? Mew, Charmander, and a Fire Energy. They're going to quick search for what? Charmander? Check. think he's debating on what to do, but we'll see. They're going to bench a Pidgey, okay, and attach to Pidgeot EX. They're just going to combustion for 50, okay. We are going to retreat into Liepard, and we're just going to Devo. And that's a GG's. All right. Liepard coming in clutch with the Devo. Okay, we're facing N Zoroark against Mega Gengar. We'll bench Purrloin. We can attach energy to Purrloin just to get the Liepard set up in advance. Otherwise, we're just going to have to chill. They play Buddy Buddy Poffin. They get 2 more Zoroas. Okay, this is going to be a Mimikyu matchup, I think. I mean, we could have figured that out, but I mean, you never know. Maybe we can get Pidgeot set up, and then it takes damage, bring in the Liepard, you know. Alright, they get an Ends Reshiram. They lilies themselves. The bench ends Darumaka. They attach a reversal energy to Zorua. I guess that's to retreat. They pass. Beach Court is lovely. I want to get Sandshrew out, but I guess the reversal would still be attached to it. I don't know. Let's forego it, because we don't know like what we're gonna go into yet. Noibat. I guess we could have done that for Purrloin into Evo. I'd rather not bench Noibat knowing what we're up against. They discard Bidoof off of Earthen Vessel and get 2 Darkness Energy. They're going to scratch us for 20. Okay. Get an Energy Search. I like Clavell here. Mimikyu, Natu, and Pidgey. Do a quick search here. We do not have Pidgeotto. We do have the rare candies, of course. Okay, and we'll do this. I guess I should get an energy on Mimikyu. I could have attached to Sandshrew and evolved not to, but I mean, and not to end the Purrloin, but I'm okay to wait. We're not in any real rush here. I mean, we want to get set up quickly, but we're not in any super big rush. They attach a Darkness Energy to Ghastly. They're going to scratch Sandshrew again. Okay. Oh, we got Darkness Energy. Let's attach it to Mimikyu. Let's Iono. Maybe that's bad 'cause they have nothing going. I didn't want to lose a candy if I didn't need to. We get a Xatu. Ooh, we get a Xatu and an Energy and an Ultra Ball. What's Artazon? We also have Switch. Let me see here. 2 Mimikyus might be harder to deal with. So we'll go ahead and use Clairvoyant Sense. Rod and an Ultra Ball. Let's switch in Mimikyu and we'll use Ghost Eye. Alrighty then. Weak to metal, not weak to darkness with Mimikyu. There's Pidgeotto. Okay. So unless we top deck a way to get Rare Candy via Arven or Rare Candy itself, we're just going to go ahead and evolve there. They attach a Darkness Energy to Zoroark. They're going to Artazon. For another Zoroark. Okay. Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking. I'm guessing that might be Zoroark. Okay, they got what they wanted. There's their Zoroark. Okay, well, they can hit the bench. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, 6 primes on the board, but Zoroark can't hit Mimikyu, so it's basically like 4. Okay, there's Gengar. He can't touch Mimikyu, and they're just gonna pass. We got a boss. I don't like the fact that he can hit my bench, so we're just gonna go after the Darumaka. Let's see if we can get out of it. I mean, he has trade on Zoroark, discard 1, draw 2. Another Cypher Maniac. Like, we could have gone after the Zoroark, but if they're going to evolve, then they can't touch us anyway, so it doesn't matter. They're going to trade, get rid of a Rare Candy, get what they want. They got End's Castle, thought that might be the case. They attach an energy to Zoroark. They bring up the Zoroark. They're going to attach... Is that a TM Evo? Yeah. So they'll get the Darmanitan. I'm guessing. I mean, what else would they get? Another Zoroark, I suppose. Yeah. Oh, do they not have it, or did they just misclick? Because I've misclicked on Evolution before as well. All right, so we can get rid of Energize. I mean, Catcher. I don't think we need Catcher. So let's go ahead and get Pidgeot. Attached to Mimikyu. We could get another boss. We could also go get Liepard. Yeah, let's get rid of the Darumaka so that he can't run a rampage on our bench. Then we can just Pal Pad them back, etc. Darkness Energy, okay. We could attach at the Pidgeot just in case we need it. They bring up Zoroark. Or keep it in hand just in case Mimikyu has to retreat without Beach Court. They play Night Stretcher, they're going to get back the Darumaka, I bet. Oh, they get back a Darkness Energy. Okay. They attach it to Zoroark. They're gonna boss up my Pidgeot. Oh, okay. Fine with me. Night Joker. They're gonna use what? Virtuous Flame for 170. Yep. Okay, so this is where... Oh, we top deck Liepard. Let's go. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and fish for that Pal Pad. We'll put both bosses back in. We will retreat into the Liepard. Dishonest swap. 170 going on the Zoroark. So now... Oh, yeah. So now his powerful rage does even more, so he could one-shot the Pidgeot if he wants, but the point is he's severely damaged and Pidgeot is healed. They're going to trade Ghastly for 2 more. They're going to Arven. They have Counter Catcher. Ents Power Up and Hero's Cape. Okay. They get rid of an EXP share to draw 2. They're going to use Night Joker. $340, just like we thought. Okay. Mimikyu. Arven. Okay, let's go ahead and use Pidgeot. I like having boss in hand just in case we need it. I wouldn't mind Beach Court either. Alright, let's go ahead and hit the Zoroark. Gengar's ability doesn't apply to us because it's only if Pokemon EX KO your Darkness Pokemon. So with that 170 from the Liepard, we're going to 3-shot the Zoroark. They have Pheasantipity down. They're going to Lily's Determination. As a matter of fact, we could just stall them out by waiting. I mean, they can't... They could get rid of... So Xatu is 2 prizes. Sandshrew is 3, 4, 5 on the Pidgeot. They can't touch the Mimikyus. They use Trade again. They're going to switch into another Pokemon. Is it Zoroark? Yeah, they're just going to try to hit the Mimikyu, I guess. Yeah, scratch. Okay, so we have to KO the Zoroark now, because if we don't, we're not interested in bringing Liepard back. So we got Mew. We could get Beach Court. Why don't we just get Beach Court? So End Zoroark could retreat, but we could say Gust Up Gengar, make him hard retreat. I mean, can't use End's Castle, but force him to hard retreat without the benefit of Castle in play. There's the Zoroark, excuse me. Flip the script. They're down to 8 cards. They have 10 in hand. Remember, no Zoroark in this deck. They're going to boss, I'm guessing, Pidgeot, and they're going to use... Yeah, that's what we thought. Yep. Powerful Rage. There we go. Mimikyu. So now, oh, we top deck boss. Awesome. Let's go. Beach Court. Okay, we got the free retreat. Now, if he wants to retreat, he has to play an End's Castle or just sacrifice his Darkness Energy. He could go into Gengar and just reload, but what's the point? They play Nest Ball. They play oh, that's bad. That's very bad. They're gonna Iono us. Okay. $13 cards in deck, 3 in hand. They're gonna Nitro. They can't do anything. They can't. Yep. All right. So we KO the Zoroark, and there'll be no damage counters on their side of the board. So Monkey Dory will be null. EXP share. Guess we could put it on Xatu. I mean, we'll put on Xatu just to be safe. All right, so there goes Zoroark. At long last. Noibat and Artazon. They push Mega Gengar. They're going to flip the script with Fez. They're going to trade with Zoroark. They get rid of Air Balloon. That's an interesting choice. They're going to Buddy Poffin. They fail it. Ends power up, gets an energy onto Zoroark from the discard pile. They have 3 energy, including 2. Oh, they got another one. Okay, they got 2. That's why they pushed Gengar. But they could have pushed Reshiram and had 1 less. Or they could have done it for free with Fez, but whatever. Do they want them on Fez, maybe? I don't know. Either way, the Gengar is stuck in the active unless they have another Air Balloon. They put 1 on the Monkey. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and pass, because if we don't give him damage counters, then Monkey Dory can't do his thing. They're going to Super Rod back into the deck. Darumaka, a Darkness Energy, and ends Reshiram. Okay. They play Lily's Determination. They're going to shuffle and draw 6. They bench the Darumaka. They attach an energy. Yeah, they're going to try to hit us, because we have the Darmanitan is 30 damage for each energy in your opponent's discard pile, so we can find a way to get the energy back. They're going to get rid of Zoroark and draw 2. They have 5 in hand. They have 3 prizes, 5 in hand, 5 in deck. They're going to play Earthen Vessel. So now they have 3 prizes, 5 in deck, 3 in the hand. They get their 1 Darkness Energy out. Okay, so they pass. Let's go ahead and Iono that energy back into the deck. So it's going to be on their bottom 4 now, yeah. We get Jacq. That's fine. We're just going to end our turn. So they could trade. So it's now we now know where it is. They're gonna, they're going to Arven. Okay. They get an Ends power up. They just have that reversal in there. All right, they get rid of Gengar. They draw 2. They're down to 1 card. They attach it to the Darumaka. They're just gonna pass. Arven. I'm just gonna see what I have in my deck. I'm going to get a counter catcher just in case. And in my turn. They have 0 cards in the deck. They're going to Lily Shuffle, draw 6. That's going to deck them out anyway. There it is. Mimikyu on the G block surviving. Ends Pokemon. GG's to our opponent. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. If you like control style content, please make sure to like and subscribe. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Peace.